Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I wanted to do a video on this incredible new moon in Capricorn. I know with new moons, I usually love new moons because it's so exciting, things are happening, but this one's going to be a little deep. I don't want to call it harsh, I just want to call it deep. And it's because it's making way for so much change and so much flow, guys, and it's going to be good. So I really wanted to do a reading for each of the zodiac signs to get guidance on what this new moon in Capricorn is going to bring, and also just guidance in general, how to best use this energy. This new moon, usually we always think of new beginnings, but what's happening, it's digging deep to clear out old things that are taking up space where the new wants to be planted and grow and expand and ascend. I created a new workshop, guys, called Ascension through alignment using mudras, mantras, and pranayamas, and it's an incredibly healing and clearing of the chakras in order to kind of help with this process of ascension. If you're interested, the link is down below. Now, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, guys. So please check all three. And if you're like, girl, I don't know what's what, there's a free link down below to help you calculate that. All right, guys, let's get started, Cancers. Let's just take a moment to just take a deep breath and ground out. The energy has been tense enough. And then let's get started. Let's see. Cancer. Ooh. Okay. Dang, let's get this started, Cancer. Eight of Wands, the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, the Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Strength card, the Death card, and the World card. Don't let that Death card freak you out. Let's jump right into it, Cancers. And of course, you know, you are your watery sign, but I think of all the water signs, I think you guys are the most feisty of all of them. I'll give that to you. And this is really important. What you're learning, Cancer, with this new moon, what it's teaching you is communication and action in regards to your relationship. I've been seeing a lot of highlight with relationships. I've only done a couple signs already, but I'm kind of seeing it. What this is having important conversations. You're going to feel, Cancer, like you want these amazing new beginnings, you want movement, you want growth. And it's really important in order to create in your relationship is obviously to have some challenging conversations. Now, does it have to be dramatic? No. When you have the Eight of Wands, they're important conversations, but they're to the point conversations, very A, B, C, D. This is where I'm at, Cancer. There must be something that's been brewing, that's been building up inside of you. Just looking at some of these cards, you guys with Eight of Cups, you guys want depth and meaning and purpose in your emotional world, in your relationships. And for some of you Cancers, you might not have been getting that. You might have recognized you've been settling a little bit. Some boundaries might have been crossed. And that's the old you, Cancer. That's the old you that might have been a little bit more people pleasing, or didn't want confrontation, or didn't want to make waves, or let's just maintain the status quo. No more of that. This is not about fights. This is about rising in love for yourself and for making decisions, to giving yourself the best opportunity to manifest that outcome. Your actions and your intentions must be in alignment. You can't say, I want a happy relationship, and yet your actions show discomfort, settling, unhappy. No, you have to move with it. So there's going to be some really important conversations with loved ones. Now, when you have the Lovers card, I know we think romantic, and yes, it can be, but it's anybody close, because you're going to have new beginnings in your relationships, Cancer. Ace of Wands is amazing opportunities for new beginnings and movement. So you might have noticed some of the stuck emotions kind of kept you from really opening up, perhaps moving forward, perhaps developing in a direction that's good for you. So don't be scared of these conversations, Cancer. This is going to be something that finally, like, that dam is going to break and just and you might be surprised on some of the responses of the people in your life. You have the Empress with the Ace of Cups. Okay, so a couple different things. A lot of you Cancers are creating these beautiful new relationships. Ace of Cups is also a romantic card, or it could even be the card of home. So many of you Cancers are creating the relationships and the love and the vision that you really want for yourself. And it's going to require your verbal participation to make sure you have this. It's not just enough to desire it and hope it. We have to talk about it, create with it. Now, for some cancers, I am not going to lie, when you have the Empress and the Ace of Cups, this can be children. This can be, birthing kids, something new. So if some of you guys are trying out there, congratulations. For some of you who are not trying out there, and you don't, watch out. We have the Eight of Cups, the Strength card, the Death card, the World. Now, there are going to be some cancers, guys. When you make a decision for your highest good, for your happiness, genuinely, it is in the highest good of all. Now, I'm not going to lie. For some of you cancers, you're going to have to walk away from certain situations out of self-love, out of self-respect. And understand, this can even be friendships, Cancer. This can be very close friendships. Maybe you've had for a long time, but perhaps there's just not resonating more, or they're just not fulfilling, or you feel like maybe they're just taking, and you're not getting anything back. There's no reciprocity here, and you deserve better. So for some of you guys, there might be some endings to some relationships. Now, every time I say that, people freak out. So do I. Can it be romantic? Yes, but it can be long-time friendships. It can be a reestablishment of familial, new boundaries, things like that, because you're ending and transforming your world. You've completed an emotional cycle, Cancer, in learning how to speak up, how to express your needs, how to communicate your wants, your values. And this is great, because when you think about the kind of relationships evolved, mature, ascended, think about the skill sets that would be required to maintain those kind of relationships, which is healthy communication, vulnerability, emotional maturity, things of that nature. And this is what you've been developing. So if some of you guys have gone through some trial and error in your relationships and your friendships, and it's just been like, what? I know it can look like a mess, but it's not. It was to teach you these skill sets and to kind of not force you, but encourage you to speak up and take action. Let me get just a little bit more guidance for you here, because it feels very zeroed in and focused, but it's honestly blessing you with the kind of love and relationships you want. So let me see if they have anything else to say, any other guidance for Cancer in this new moon in Capricorn. Yeah. Okay, the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel. The Page of Cups are new emotional situations, guys. These are soulmate energies. Now, when you have the Three of Swords, that is grief, and it can be pain. And I already have warned you that, yes, this can happen for some of you, but when you have the Wheel of Fortune, guys, it's sudden shifts in new incredible directions. The universe is either healing and ascending healthy current relationships, or it's cutting out and letting go of ones that are not in alignment with your emotional dreams here, guys. And you have to make space. When you have a new moon, new things are coming in. So it's making space for what you really desire, Cancer. Don't be afraid of this. When you have the Wheel and the Page of Cups, what you release will be replaced with something better. And when you have the Wheel, it's quite sudden. So please don't feel like, oh, I'm going to be in this uncomfortable space forever. No, when you do things for your highest good and happiness, Cancer, the universe blesses you when you walk in faith in yourself, faith in something greater. You deserve more. So you take the action and have the conversations and surrender the rest. Let the outcome be what it'll be, whether that person rises to meet you or they release in order to bring in a healthier partner or healthier soul tribe into your life. I hope this serves you, Cancer. If you like a more in-depth session, a healing session, or would like to look into my Ascension through Alignment workshop, I love it. I just created it. All the links are down below. Otherwise, guys, I will see you next time for your next reading. Take care.